Hey folks, Kelvin here. How you doing? Got all dressed up just to go over a couple of quick things with you that are kind of, I think, real important for really moving forward in life the direction you want to go. You see, I put on my vintage Rolling Stones t-shirt in celebration of the fact that I'm not wearing a white shirt and a tie anymore, which in past I've had mentors and people that felt that that's what you had to do for business, but I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do that. But there are a lot of other small things you can do to make a big difference in your life. Because I like to live by a credo. And that credo is, I will do today what others will not, so I can live tomorrow like others can not. And you know, it's a simple thing, and it's not big changes that I'm talking about in your life. It's little changes, and I'm here just to do. It's going to be about 5 or 10 minute, quick little briefing on something I learned from an old mentor of mine. He's not old; he's my age, Brad Hager. And I realized he came from like Darren Hardy, and it came from the compound effect, and how we can have effect on our future by what we do today. And here's the neat thing is, you're already doing it every minute, whether you like it or not. The compound effect of all the little things that you do become big. You know, whether or not that compound effect is having a candy bar every single day or a Coca-Cola every single day. Every day, that Coca-Cola is going to add some weight to your body, some detriment to your health, but you may not feel it for days, months, years. But one day it'll come to root. Or you might have little things that you do, like getting up earlier in the morning, an extra half hour so you have some time to yourself. The little things that can make a big difference. You won't notice them immediately. But let's take it for example, okay? Now, let's say two people are starting out at the same point. Here they are over here, right? My amazing, amazing art is going to be right here. Two folks right here, okay? Now, one of them we're going to name Bob, and the other one we're going to name John, just to keep it real simple, okay? Let's say they're brothers. They're the Smith brothers. John and Bob Smith, okay? Now, when they start out, they're pretty similar. They're going to be, they come from similar backgrounds, they've had similar lives, and they've done similar things for a living over a period of time. But here's what happens over that period of time. Now let's just draw this line straight across here to start with, okay? Now this is a timeline. Now, here at the beginning of that timeline, this is now. Later on, down that timeline is going to be years down the road. Now let's say here that when they start off, Bob's up here. And Bob starts off, he's going down the line, and Bob is reading. He's reading a book every single week on how to self-improve himself, and he's adjusted his diet. He's not eating the same kind of garbage he was eating before. He's not having a burger and fries. Instead, he's having the salad. He's not having an ice cream every night. He might have an ice cream once a week. So he's really changing his life there. He's reading a book on self-improvement. He wants to have a home-based business, so he's reading a lot about how to do that, to start out in that business. Then we got over here, we got John. Now John started out a lot like his brother. They both had a reasonable amount of success. They weigh about the same amount, and they're about the same distance in their lives and what they want. But the difference is, John, he's watching the news at night. He's watching reality TV. He's eating ice cream and garbage every night before he goes to bed. He's having a burger and fries for lunch, and he's not reading any books. He said, I did enough reading in college. Done with that noise, right? Well, down the road here, Bob's life and John's life, they look pretty darn similar. And there's not a lot of change as they're going down the road. So, you know, John's thinking, you're busting your butt, you're reading every day, you're not watching TV, you're all these other things. And your life isn't that much different than mine. See, I told you so. You're wasting your time with all that home business garbage and stuff. But you see, Bob got a mentor now. Reading? Mentor. Because you know, a mentor finds you when you're ready for one. You don't just get a mentor because you go out looking for one and you think you want one. When you're really ready for a mentor, one will find you. Now, John, John is TV, comic books, junk food. Right? Nothing's changed. Same old, same old. All right? Well, right about there, they're looking about the same. And now, Bob is spending all this time with his mentor. He's on the phone with him. He's reading the books he tells him to read. He's doing all this different stuff. And his mentor says stuff like, go do a video blog every day. Get on the phone and call me every day. Plug into what I'm doing. We have all these trainings in our company. Do those trainings and understand them. And then call me with the questions you have after you've done the trainings. John, he's getting up and he's going to work. He's missing a lot more work these days, though, because you know what? His health is having a little bit of effect on him. It doesn't really show yet, but he's getting a little bit more behind on his payments. He's getting a little less healthy. Doctor's telling him he's got to watch what he's eating. And he's like, ha, I'm actually doing about the same. Well, you know, Bob, well, he's starting to lose a little bit of weight. Starting to look a little bit better, but you can't tell a big difference between them yet. And he's feeling good, he's happy, and people are starting to get attracted to him. They're interested in what he's doing. He's been doing that video blog every day now, and people are seeing that. They're seeing it. He's made a list of people he's going to contact because he wants to grow his business really big, and he wants to do well. Whereas John, well, you know, John's doing the same old, not really changing much in his life. Little changes, a video, get a mentor, read some books. We're not talking about earth-shaking changes in his life. But what happens? Now, we start to see incremental little differences, right? He's getting healthier. Okay? He's getting money, saving money. Okay? He's building a network marketing business, an affiliate business. He's having a lot of fun doing it, and now he has partners, followers, a list. Okay? John over here, well, we're starting to notice his life going downhill a little bit. He hasn't made many changes. He just eats a little bit more junk food, and instead of reading books, he's watching TV, and he doesn't have a home-based business. He spends his time at night watching TV and doing that kind of junk. A couple hours a day that Bob has spent building a business, John has spent goofing off and hanging out and getting fat and watching a lot of real stupid TV. So what's happening to John over here? John is behind on rent. Oh, by the way, Bob's looking to buy a new house. John's car needs work, right? John's heart is giving him some noise, okay? And it goes on and on like this. These little changes over a period of time are really taking their toll on old John. Well, John's life, it just keeps deteriorating slowly, and then it's just going to take that dive. Unless he changes something, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. Whereas Bob, these little changes Bob made that John was laughing about, shaming him about, telling him he's wasting his time, they started to multiply as he started to teach other people to do what he's been taught. So now he's got an entire team underneath him, and they're all blogging. They're all sending emails. right? They're all plugging in. What's going to happen? Bob's life just keeps getting better. Up here? Whoa. Bob quit his job. Bob's now traveling. Well, you know, John got some freedom too. He was missing a lot of days of work and all because he was sick. His work was going downhill, so guess what? John got fired. They're both without a job. Bob's taking off and heading uphill. Tries to help his brother out as much as he can because he loves him, but his brother doesn't want to listen to him. And even while his brother's life is just going down, down, downtown, his brother keeps saying things to him like, pyramid thing, scam, scheme, you name it. So even while John's life is going down the tubes, he's still making fun of Bob's life as Bob's life goes on. Does any of this sound familiar? Right? You know, and I don't have my notes in front of me, but I know this. I know that family and friends will kill you with love. And here's where it just comes into, you know, slow down a little bit. Make those few changes in your life. Plug into whoever you're working with, whoever you want to work with. Make life real today. Make those one or two little changes in your life that'll set things apart down the road. Don't expect to change immediately, because if you expect to change immediately, you're going to quit. So don't invest the money to start with. When you get in, stay in. Plug in. If you don't explode right away, this isn't a get rich anything out there in the world. It just doesn't really exist. So get in, stay in, plugged in, have fun. Listen to what your mentors and what the people that are doing above you do, right? You want to add an extra $3,000 to $10,000 a month to your life? It's not that hard. But you got to plug in, you got to listen, and you got to make those little changes. So if you're not reading a book right now to improve yourself, do it. Because I guarantee you this right now, your financial growth will never, ever, ever exceed your personal growth. All right? I can be reached anytime you want, anywhere you want. You can find me on Facebook, Kelwin Hagan. If you stumbled on this, you can find my YouTube channel. And you know what? Dang it, you can give me a call if you like. You can reach me at 323-630-1304, and I'd be more than happy to share myself with you. Peace. Thanks.